At this time you are sitting comfortably and watching this video, but let me tell you that the place where you are sitting today, that land was boiling at a temperature of 8 degrees a year ago, or the place where you are sitting was covered with snow for millions of years. Both things are true. In this 15-minute video you are going to see the 450 years of the Earth. At the place where our solar system is today, there used to be clouds of various types of gases and dust. According to scientists, there used to be a star far away from these dust clouds. Along with this, the energy of that star started decreasing, due to which a huge explosion took place inside it. Due to the explosion, these dusts of space started pressing against each other. During this time, the dust particles present in the clouds had converted into meteors and stones due to pressure and heat. And due to this pressure, the radioactive material present in these clouds created gravity. Due to this gravity, hydrogen and helium started gathering in the middle. Due to this tremendous pressure in the middle, a huge explosion took place, and due to this explosion, our sun was born when the asteroids spread in space started revolving around the sun due to their heavy weight. Gradually, there was a massive collision between these asteroids, which resulted in the formation of planets like Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. According to scientists, at that time, a planet named Theia used to revolve around the sun between Earth and Mars. Due to gravity on Earth, the asteroids revolving around the sun now started revolving around the Earth, and gradually they kept falling on Earth for years. Such an incident was also happening on our neighboring planet Theia, due to which Theia started coming closer to Earth and collided with it. Due to this fierce collision, parts of the Earth spread in space in the form of particles and started revolving around the Earth like a ring. These revolving particles started colliding, due to which our moon was formed. At that time, there used to be only one sea on Earth, and that was boiling at a temperature of 1900 degrees Celsius. All those things were boiling, which you know today by different names. Along with this, the Earth was gradually cooling down, due to which the heavy elements of the Earth like metals and radioactive substances got collected in the center of the Earth, and the lighter substances came to the surface of the Earth. For millions of years, meteors rained on the Earth, and salt, minerals, and water were deposited in these falling meteors. For years, these meteors kept raining, and slowly the upper surface of the Earth started getting covered with water. According to scientists, this was the time when microorganisms were formed for the first time from the volcanoes emerging from deep water. After millions of years, a time came when the entire surface of the Earth was covered with water. The innermost core of our Earth is always hot because it is made of radioactive substances. But whenever the upper surface of the Earth cools down, the heat inside the Earth is not able to come out, due to which volcanoes are formed, and something similar happened at that time. Volcanoes started erupting in large numbers on the Earth covered with water. And for millions of years to come, these volcanoes continued to erupt, due to which land was being formed above the water. At this time also, due to the absence of atmosphere on Earth, meteors were raining from space. About 300 years ago, there was a time when the Earth's atmosphere started becoming almost stable. Volcanoes had slowed down, and one day on Earth used to be of 12 hours. Years passed, and slowly these microbes evolved and started living in groups. About 250 years ago, for the first time, such organisms were formed on Earth, which used minerals inside the water and sunlight to survive, and excreted oxygen in the form of excreta. By this time, most of the volcanoes on Earth had stopped erupting, and due to these microbacteria, there was a quantity of oxygen in the atmosphere. Due to oxygen in the atmosphere, the Earth's atmosphere started forming, and for years to come, there was a quantity of oxygen in the atmosphere, due to which most of the Earth's air remained warm. These microbes spread in many parts of the world. After thousands of years, a time came when these microbes started dying due to lack of oxygen in the Earth. By that time, along with cooling, the atmosphere of the Earth had also become full of oxygen, due to which the iron minerals present in the ground and atmosphere started reacting with the oxygen present in the water, and there was a time when the Earth's ground had become red like today's month. With the passage of time, cracks started appearing in the tectonic plates of the Earth, due to which the lava inside the Earth kept boiling openly like the ground for millions of years, and this was the reason due to which the amount of carbon dioxide in the Earth's atmosphere increased, and acid rain started on the Earth. Due to acid rain, the temperature of the Earth started decreasing, and the temperature decreased so much that the water present on the Earth started turning into ice. For the first time, a terrible ice age came on the Earth. At that time, the entire Earth was covered with ice. Generally, when the rays of the sun fall on the Earth, then the ground absorbs those rays, but because the entire Earth was covered with ice and because ice is shiny, the sun rays used to go back after falling on the Earth. Due to this reason, the Earth remained covered with ice for millions of years. But again, the heat present inside the Earth started coming out in the form of volcanoes, and the heat coming out of these volcanoes started melting the ice. Meanwhile, some microscopic organisms left in the depths of the Earth were slowly changing, and now they started using oxygen to make their body more complex. Meanwhile, small marine plants had also started coming out in the water. As the volcanoes were coming out, the atmosphere was getting warmer due to carbon dioxide. Along with this, the ice started melting, but acid rain started on the Earth again, due to which the Earth started getting cold, and then the surface of the Earth got covered with ice. This kept happening repeatedly for many years, and due to this reason, now the marine organisms were slowly evolving according to the environment. Meanwhile, many organisms and marine forests became extinct, but those who survived gradually adapted to the changing temperature of the Earth, and now after years, they did not die or dry up completely due to sea ice. Now the microbes had become marine organisms. When volcanoes again started melting the ice of the Earth, then these marine organisms quickly developed and spread. Slowly, the amount of oxygen increased in the atmosphere, and the acid rain on the Earth started decreasing. Due to the arrival of oxygen in the atmosphere, the ozone layers of the Earth started thickening, and about 47 years ago, for the first time, a plant called moss started growing on the upper surface of the Earth. With time, different types of plants started growing on the land. There came a time when the length of the land had become about 80 to 100 feet, or as high as today's 5 to 6-story building. This was the time when sea animals were coming out of the sea and were transforming into animals. The land of the Earth had gathered at one place, which we know today as the continent of Pangaea. The Earth's atmosphere and temperature had become almost stable, and now the day used to be about 21 to 23 hours long. Now the sea creatures started living outside the water, and their body color and appearance was changing according to the environment. Slowly, these animals got transformed into dinosaurs. The dinosaurs who started eating plants, their bodies started developing long and huge. Some dinosaurs used to hunt. Due to this, they became smaller and faster. Due to the upper layer of the Earth getting collected at one place, the land had become desert and barren. The forests used to be close to the sea in which the dinosaurs used to live. About 20 years ago, Pangaea, the continent started breaking. Due to the division of Pangaea, most of the upper land of the Earth came in contact with water, as a result of which the Earth became green, due to which dinosaurs became more and more huge. Dinosaurs ruled the Earth for the next 20 to 30 years. At that time, dinosaurs used to rule the entire Earth from sea to land and sky. During this time, India broke away from Africa and collided directly with today's Tibet, and due to this collision, the Himalayas were formed. About 6 years ago, a meteorite weighing about 4.5 lakh kilos, which was even more than today's Mount Everest, was coming towards the Earth at a speed of about 80 kilometers per hour. As soon as it touched the surface of the Earth, a fierce fire broke out in it, and while burning, it collided directly with the Earth. The energy released from this collision was equal to the explosion of 10 nuclear bombs of today. Wherever this body fell, the animals there were immediately burned to ashes. As soon as it fell, dust started spreading all over the Earth. A fierce storm started in the sea. Earthquake and fire started burning the Earth. In a few hours, the Earth had become hell due to harmful gases and dust in the atmosphere of the entire Earth. Dinosaurs were completely freed from suffocation, fire, and starvation. At that time, our ancestors used to live inside the ground, due to which they survived this huge catastrophe. The atmosphere of the Earth had become completely black and dark, due to which even sunlight was not able to reach the ground. Most of the animals of the Earth became extinct. Due to dust and harmful gases in the atmosphere, acid rain started again on the Earth, and then the Earth became cold and covered with ice. But this time the ice of the Earth did not remain frozen for millions of years, and after 80 to 90 years this ice started melting. As soon as the atmosphere on the Earth started becoming like before, these small creatures started coming out of the ground. At that time, the Earth's size started melting, due to which there used to be dense cold forests in Africa, and meanwhile these land creatures transformed into monkeys. But as the Earth started getting hotter, these forests of Africa started drying up, and the monkeys who ate in the forest started facing shortage of food. In search of food, these monkeys started walking on their feet, which helped them in hunting other animals. Slowly, monkeys transformed into apes. In search of food, these apes started spreading to other parts of the Earth, and gradually the color and appearance of their body changed according to the weather there. Along with this, we became tribals. We invented everything from weapons to fire. We gradually evolved into humans. We created everything from religion to family, language, and culture, and with time we kept evolving, and today we have become the most developed species of this Earth. It took about 450 years for the Earth to become what it is today, and it took millions of years for us to transform from a small land-dwelling animal to a human being. But in these 100 years, we have polluted and destroyed the Earth as much as no other species has done till date. We are again heating the Earth and increasing the amount of carbon dioxide. Scientists believe that huge changes are going to happen on the Earth again. We will know what the Earth will be like in the future in our next video.